Hello.
What's this all about? We're trying to have Father's Day Eve here.
Now that's a thunder in paradise.
Speedboats, time brother, Navy SEALs on the deck, fighting crimes and all the others. We're the ones they came to wreck. Terry Hulk Hogan leading the fight. No 10 lines in sight. Everything is at stake. For no reason, brew this beefcake. Plenty of guest stars joining in the fun. Bandanas and handlebars, justice just begun. We'll never be outdone. We're the number one. Clouds block out the sun. Storm has just begun. Now that's a thunder in paradise. Can't you feel the vibe? Living life on the edge, where the heroes are died. Now that's a thunder in paradise. We're ready for the fight. Speedboats and Navy SEALs, together we ignite.
Hey there, sports fan. My name is Kit, and this is Now That's What I Call Wrestling, the good Bad Wrestling Show. We have a lot of new subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then are we even friends?
No, man.
We are suited up and ready to jump back into the front lines of Hulk Hogan's war on acting, dude.
Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
But that too turned out to be a lie.
As we continue to review each and every single episode of Thunder in Paradise, and none of us regret it at all. And if this is your first time, don't worry. You don't have to turn it off. I'm going to tell you right now what happened last time on Now That's a Thunder in Paradise. And that is quite literally all you need to know. You'll catch right up.
We're guard.
Earth in the Thunder in Paradise universe does take place in a simulation run by a PlayStation 1. We start off with our Thunder in Paradisers watching a satellite re-entering the atmosphere. And then my question is it really believable that so many of these wild things are happening in Florida?
Monster trucks stack it up, scrape in the sky. Sunshine State where the rules go to die. Feel the burn as rockets.
Okay, I believe you. Put the machete down. Hulk Hogan then decides to take his relationship with his best friend Brew to the next level.
Make it bounce in the friendly waters, bro.
I will say the next part does require me to use my junior college certification of pro wrestler translation.
Not looking forward to bobbing for this apple in the Gulf of Sidra.
He said, I'm looking forward to gobbling those waffles in a bottle of Excedrin.
Starting ROC for hyperspeed.
3, 2, 1.
It is a little more than ridiculous to think just a speedboat could have hyperspeed.
Way ahead of you, Commander. Satellite's black box is already in the water, and we're above her.
You gonna make her bounce in the water, bruh?
Don't sweat the small stuff, Commander.
Well, I wouldn't call it small. Probably average. Little above.
That's what we get the roll quarters for.
I don't understand a word you just said.
So Hulk Hogan decides to go diving for the black box from the satellite, which I don't know, do satellites have black boxes like airplanes? Either way, it's not for us to say because Zordon then informs the Rangers that an enemy is approaching.
Warning, enemy craft approaching from southeast air corridor.
And we can only hope that it's Turner Broadcasting executives here to cancel the show.
I'll hold them off the pass.
Head them off at the pass? I hate that cliche.
Hulk Hogan then dives deep into the depths of the aquarium at Ep8 to rush to give the satellite oxygen. The helicopter, of course, opens fire on Thunder Dude, to which Brew responds with his penchant for natural delivery.
You guys just took the shine off my boat, and I don't like that.
I'm not allowed to dust you guys, don't you get it? Just throw a few brushed back pitches. Thunder computer, lock and load. Happy birthday.
Which works in scaring the helicopter away, and I swear satellites have to be much, much bigger than that. And then we're off to foggy old London, England, Florida, where I'm sure the accents are fantastic. We are then treated to what could best be described as a fair to middling community theater performance in which we are finally introduced to Jess, Hulk Hogan's stepdaughter's apparent biological father.
You always cut too close to the heart.
Bryden. Hulk Hogan is Jess's stepfather because he married a woman who was going to inherit a hotel, but only if she got married, and then she died in between episodes. And it turns out she's the only smart one because she's the only one who got out of this. Lucky. Bryden is then informed by his Aunt Flavia, which Flavia does sound like something that is in diet sodas that's slowly killing you.
The Purtain legacy can never be yours. I can only pass it on to a female heir.
What if I was to tell you that I have a female heir?
But he mentions that he has finally found his daughter, who's in America, dude. He also quickly mentions that he is Peterman from Seinfeld.
Kudos, Elaine, on a job done.
We are then burdened with a no-joke 3-minute music video montage of young Jess shopping with the new waitress from the last time who was formerly a nun, and I can't remember her name, and I do not care to look it up. But do not fear, sports fan. We are prepared for this exact situation. Give me 1 second to get the calculations right. And speaking of bad accents, Brew has prepared a meal for Hulk Hogan and his stepdaughter Jess.
Yoicks, c'est cute. Don't move. Tout de suite. Tout de suite.
Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
Do I look okay?
Check script.
You look just like your mother.
Now, talk amongst yourselves while I supervise the kitchen staff.
The fucking bass is fucking raw!
Hulk Hogan then informs us that it is, of course,
It's Father's Day Eve, and the father gives his daughter a gift of embarrassing riches.
an American pre-holiday tradition that all of us have celebrated every year of our lives. It is tradition to leave out a plate of cookies and a case of Miller Lite, and Hulk Hogan will eat and drink it, and still be there in the morning to alarm your family.
When do I get to open it?
Can you guess what's inside of it?
Okay. What did you pay for it, sir?
3 raindrops and a Hulk Hogan's tuxedo.
3 raindrops and a Hoot Owl's tuxedo. 3 raindrops and a Hoot Owl's tuxedo. Which... Cut. Hulk Hogan. Hey, listen, great job so far being totally unnatural. On this next take, dude, I really need you to try to act like you're opening a gift with your young co-star here, and it's just taking way too long, but make it like painfully obvious that you know you're on camera. Perfect, print it. Jess then opens the present and really loves it. Of course, evil Uncle Albert drops by.
What does he want?
I'm trying to tell you, dude.
His Lordship, Bryden Trubshaw, the 9th Earl of Ponthang.
Bryden Trubshaw, the 9th Earl of Ponthang. And I just can't with these Gen Z names.
What's this all about? We're trying to have Father's Day Eve here.
Stop talking about it like it's a normal, acceptable thing. Father's Day Eve doesn't exist. Hey, what are you trying to bother us, dude? Can't you tell it's post-Arbor Day, brother? Albert then drops the bombshell on everyone that Briscoe County Jr. III is Jess's biological father. Uncle Al then tells Hulk Hogan that Brilden wants to now take Jess back to England, not forever, brother, just to visit his Aunt Flavia.
She has a castle.
Brew then tells Hulk Hogan that they have to go back.
Go back where?
I'm working on it, brother. They have to go back because when they got the satellite, the black box fell out, and so they have to go back and look for it because they can't even do that right. Hulk Hogan doesn't want to go because he's afraid he's going to lose his daughter.
That satellite holds the only evidence that anybody has about Libya's Scud missile deployment pattern.
Scud missiles, dude. Why didn't you say so, brother? Brew then splits the baby dude and says, why don't we just send a briefcase full of communication equipment? Then you can call Jess any old time you want, even if she is in London, England, Florida. And also, evil Uncle Al is going, so I'm sure it's fine.
Eddie can go as like her chaperone. They'll have a great time in England. Everything will be moosey.
So they're off on their trip, but first they take a quick stop to Disney Epcot's UK pavilion for some fish and chips and a Mary Poppins meet and greet, isn't it?
You mean like in Mary Poppins?
Yes, exactly like Mary Poppins. So Jess then meets a monkey while Bridleton has an unintelligible conversation. And then what appears to be one of the gangsters from The Mask attacks Uncle Al and tries to take the communications briefcase, but then just gets embarrassingly owned.
Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
We then spend what feels like no less than a lifetime as Thunder's computer searches for the black box somewhere off the coast of Libya, and Hulk Hogan dives for forever. And you know what that means. Enemy approaching. So yes, the exact same helicopter from the first scene in the show comes up. Not only that, sports fan, not only is it the same guy, it's the same footage. But don't worry, we're cutting budgets and passing the savings on to you. Hulk Hogan dives underwater but forgets to turn on his communication thing, dude. And then the helicopter misses Thunder with a few thousand rounds. Two divers with branding irons stab Hulk Hogan. Then Hulk Hogan drops this cool old electric wattage box that he found. He then hugs the diver underwater for a little while Brew shoots the helicopter with that thing where you take a magnifying glass and like hold it under the sun and like burn ants. Our hero then decides to remove their masks and drown the divers, and Brew swims up just to tell him that it was radical. Edward then visits the park to log into AOL on an old-timey laptop to tell Hulk Hogan and Brew that he went tits up and lost Jess, isn't it? To which Hulk Hogan decides that it's time to go to England, brother. And you know what that means. No, I'm not doing it. I already did it way more than 3 times. It's not funny if I keep... But luckily for everyone, Jess has only been absconded to Cinderella's castle in the Magic Kingdom. So walking through the castle with Jess, Brillo decides to make out with a knight.
God, I'm horny.
Jess somehow immediately intuits that there's a secret lever on another set of armor and just opens a magic passage immediately.
Why do you have a dungeon?
Oh, no.
But there's a simple explanation, because Dildo Baggins here says that there's a dungeon because on account of the tours.
Yes, we have tours to the castle twice a month.
Any of these little fuckers ever pop out of the fucking wall and say, "F***, there's a horse cock in my room," or a donkey dick?
Jess then meets Aunt Flavortown.
I'm Guy Fieri, and you've got tattoos.
Who is ridiculously unimpressed with this seemingly 8-year-old girl.
Is something wrong?
I have not decided yet. What are you doing, child? Stop it. Stop it.
Sorry, ma'am. It's a shark's teeth. A real one. I brought it for you.
Come on, what do you think this is? Father's Day Eve? Meanwhile, back at Epcot.
So what's this about Jessica being at some castle?
Well, then what are we waiting for? It's not that easy.
Well, for one, all the dining reservations for Cinderella's castle are taken, if you have any ideas. And it turns out that Jess is good at pruning bushes, which is all that Aunt Flavia needs to see to intuit that she is indeed an actual heir.
And a wealth of family secrets to reveal. Jessica will only pass them along to her daughter someday.
And spoiler alert, the family secret is that
nothing can kill the grimace.
Hulk Hogan, Brew, and Uncle Al decide to sneak in through the dungeon.
Reminds me of a bad night I had with a cheerleader in Tulsa.
Hey, Brew, can you tell me more about this night you claim that you had with a cheerleader in Tulsa? Can you speak very clearly into my chest?
What kind of panties do you have on?
Okay.
Nice. What size boobs do you have?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not here to play Santa Claus.
I'm here to play Father's Day Eve, brother. And they are, of course, immediately caught, and Peterman takes them prisoner, but he does say that he will let them be safe if Jess shares with him the family secret.
It's always money in a banana stand.
Peterman then tries to get Jess to spill the family secret, but she won't, dude, because I can't even say it. Because ironically, she claims that Hulk Hogan told her that promises are forever and you should always tell the truth.
As I demand, or you will hear the real screams of your real dad, as you call him.
Not to 50!
Hulk Hogan then takes time out of his busy schedule to visit a chiropractor while Brew holds in his pee. Hulk Hogan quickly breaks out and one guy bonks his head.
What is a gonk? You mind telling me what that is?
Hulk Hogan throws a dude and Brew does wooden karate.
Listen! I gotta get a set of these. These nuts?
Hulk Hogan escapes, but Brew has a problem.
This isn't gonna work.
Burlington Chode Factory is escaping with his daughter Jess, so Hulk Hogan does the only reasonable thing any parent would do in this situation.
There's two things I don't like about England. I don't like Yorkshire pudding, and I don't like you.
There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Hulk Hogan then goes to punch Beetleby, but he's stopped by Uncle Al or Uncle Edward, or actually, come to think of it, I don't even know if I've been saying his name right.
The way it's done here is like this.
Back in the safety of the other side of the pond, Jess gives Hulk Hogan his Father's Day gift, and I am convinced that he is incapable of showing a believable emotion.
I love you.
I love you, darling.
Turns out that Beetlebub Charmshaw was not Jess's dad, but good news, because Jess's actual dad was a member of the Royal Navy and is no longer alive.
Oh, you don't understand. Spence was my real father.
So he's dead.
So I had to watch this whole episode, and I'll never get that time back, and I don't have to tell you what time's worth. It's worth 4 buttons on a frog's set of corduroys, or 3 tapioca puddings drying out on a hot tin roof, or 14 raindrops in a barrel full of a dead body. But if there's one lesson we've learned throughout this whole thing that is priceless, it's that now that's a thunder in
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Oh, fuck, this is so bad.